Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it, want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Good morning. And welcome to All Faith Unitarian Universalist Congregation. My name is Helen Dixon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our service today. As is our custom, I invite you to please join me in the land acknowledgement by reciting the words on the back of your order of service. We honor and greet the ancestors and descendants of the Calusa people, whose land we are grateful to call our home. We honor your legacy. Here at All Faiths, you will find a diverse and inclusive spiritual community where we welcome people with many beliefs. You can bring your whole self, your full identity, your questioning mind, and your expansive heart. We have more than one way of experiencing the world and understanding the sacred. No matter who you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, and no matter whom you love, you're truly welcome here. Is anyone visiting for the first or second time? Please raise your hand. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. We're glad you're with us today. To learn more about All Faiths, please see our membership chair. Is Dottie Mayo here? Dottie, raise your hand. Well, some of us, if you have questions, everybody here knows everything, so ask. And if you have more questions, visit our website at allfaithsuu.org. Please silence your cell phones. I invite Kevin Hellsworth from the Southwest Florida Voices to the podium for a brief announcement.
Very brief. Good morning, All Faiths.
Good morning.
I hope everyone's doing well on this nice rainy Sunday. Amen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Way back in January, right before the inauguration, I was listening to the TV, and they were showing a group of students, elementary students, and they said, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, No, indivisible, with liberty and what? Justice for all. And what? Justice for all. And justice for all. And that gave me my inspiration to choose the music that I chose for our May 31st concert just down the street. But you're all invited. Tickets will go on sale starting this week. poster is hanging back there. I'll have individual flyers for you, okay? Every single Sunday. And unlike the tariffs that are coming, God help us, your prices stay the same as they were last year. And you're gonna pay that for it. In fact, there's a discount. Dinner and show, $40. You can't go to a dinner and show for $40. Couple dinner and show, 75, even more. On here it says 45 and 80. Forget that. It don't work that way. See me, see myself, my email, my phone number. Get in touch with me if you need tickets. Tickets for dinner show by reservation only, or you can just go to the show and come to the door and pay for it there. Cash your checks. Sorry, no debit cards. We don't do that anymore. Carol, Renata, Carlos, we'll have tickets. Okay? Thank you. I hope to see you there. It's a fantastic program. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Please stop by the bulletin boards. There are many things for you to sign up for this month. Additional events are on page 2 of your order of service. Anyone born in the month of May, please rise. That'd be
Birthday people, stand up. Come on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday to you. I get away with just announcing the month. Happy birthday, May people.
And there's birthday cake for us afterwards.
At this time, I invite you to please rise in body or spirit as we sing our opening hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In, number 361, or it's in the back of your teal hymnals, number 3, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
I invite Pam Falzer to come forward to light our chalice. Pam has been a member since 2020, and it's not her first time lighting the chalice recently. The words are in your order of service. We light this chalice for the web of life that sustains us, for the sacred circle of life in which we have our being,
for
the earth, the sky, above and below,
and for
our
our
Mother Earth, and for the
mystery.
mystery. Sharon is here.
All right, let's, the children.
is a spiritual community where we find and value our connections. You are invited to recall the names of persons or places you are holding in your hearts, either as a source of concern or cause for celebration. As you feel moved, please come forward to this aisle and share briefly and kindle a flame.
Yes, I just wanted you all to know that I've been speaking with Joan Marshall's daughter.
It's not on, mic's not on.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've had conversations this week with Joan Marshall's daughter Nina, who is taking very good care of her. And I'm sure you all got the email from Joyce. She has talked with someone at the rehab facility where Joan is now. She got moved out of the hospital on Tuesday, I believe. She's progressing. She's still tired. You know, it's going to be a while, but I felt very relieved when I got the progressive news. So I'm lighting a candle for myself and all of us. I'm sure we hold her in our hearts and keep praying for the best recovery possible.
For Joan, we look forward to your return and your speedy, speedy recovery. Try another one. Another one. There, this looks like it's gonna take. Perfect. Okay. Mr. Bishop, come on, I love your name. Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Jim Bishop. Hello, microphone. My youngest granddaughter turned to my son a couple weeks ago and said, "Grammy and Pop-Up are never coming home." Well, Reese, this week we're coming home.
Oh,
I want to say we've been associated with All Faith for about 9 months, and it's been a real pleasure. Everybody's welcomed us, and we appreciate it greatly. And Albie and Carlos, my goodness, they put a lot of work in every Sunday, almost like an adventure every time. So how do you say goodbye? Well, I thought of one of my heroes. Not a superhero, but a do-gooder hero. A guy who tried to help out people in trouble, respected everyone he ever met, was conscious of the environment, and he said in these words, "Happy trails to you till we meet again. Keep smiling until then."
oh, hands up. Okay. We will miss you both and look forward to your return. Anyone else? Joy, sorrows, gratitude. Well, I'm going to light a candle for Regina, our administrator, who is home not feeling too well today. Yeah, so I'm going to light this candle for her speedy recovery. Maybe she's watching right now. We love you, Regina, very, very much. Anyone else? Okay, so for all of y'all, Helen.
These names and places have been heard and honored together in this community. Alongside these, we know are certain joys, sorrows, and gratitudes that remain private and unspoken. Those too have a rightful place here. We'd like this final lamp for all of you and for those at home who carry joys, sorrows, and gratitudes. These kindled lamps remind us that we are kindred spirits, never alone in the human condition, and that there is love that cares for all. May every good and perfect gift be yours.
Amen.
Amen and Ashe. In the unity of spirit, in the sanctity of this gathering, let us quiet ourselves as we settle into a brief meditative moment, a time when we can each listen to that still, small voice within. and prepare our hearts and minds for today's service.
Please rise in body or spirit as we sing Spirit of Life. Words are in the back of your teal hymnal, Spirit of Life. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Good morning, all faiths.
Good morning.
Ooh, we had a rainy morning, a lot of going on, but we all made it here. Welcome. Our opening words for today. It's called Nurturing Imagination. Come, let us gather in this sacred space, where imagination is a soil rich with possibility. Let us plant seeds of wonder, water them with curiosity, and tend them with community. May our minds open, our hearts awaken, and together, may we nurture visions to grow beyond today. Come, let us worship and imagine anew.
Ladies. When in the
Springtime of the year, when the trees are crowned with leaves, when the ashen oak and the birchen wheels are crossed and ribbons fair, when the owls call the breathless moon in the blue veil of the night, the shadows of trees will disappear amidst the lantern's light.
We've been traveling all the night, we bring the marvelous day. Now returning back again, we bring the golden gate. Ready? Who will go down
songs of birds seem to fill the woods. That when the fiddler plays, and all the voices can be heard long past the woodland days. We've been traveling all the night and sometimes all the days, and now returning back again, we bring the garland gay.
Ready? And so they wring their hands and dance, rocking strong
Strong as rose.
and so the journey of the night
descends when
all the shades are gone.
A garland gay we bring you here, and
At
at
your
the door we stand. It is a sprout well budded out, the work of Lord's hands. We've been rambling all the night and sometimes of the day, and now returning back again, we bring a garland gay. We've been rambling all the night and sometimes others days, and now returning back again, we bring a garland gay. Happy Beltane, blessed be, so mote it be.
Thank you. Happy Beltane. Consider the lilies of the field, the blue banks of camas opening into acres of sky along the road. Could the longing to lie down and be washed by that beauty abate if you knew their usefulness? How the natives ground their bulbs for flour, how the settlers' hogs uprooted them, grunting in gleeful oblivion as the flowers fell. And you, what of your rushed and useful life? Imagine setting it all down, papers, plans, appointments, everything, leaving only a note. Gone to the fields to be lovely, be back when I'm through blooming. Even now, unneeded and uneaten, the camas lilies gaze out above the grass from their tender blue eyes. Even in sleep, your life will shine. Make no mistake. Of course, your work will always matter. Yet Solomon, in all his glory, was not arrayed like one of these.
Please rise in body or spirit as we sing our hymn number 34. It's in your back of the order of service. Though I may speak with bravest fire. Though I may speak with bravest fire and have the gift to all inspire and have not love, my words are vain as sounding brass and hopeless gain. Though I may give all I possess, and striving so my love profess, but not be given but within, as it soon turns strangely thin. Come, Spirit, come, our hearts control, and spirits long to be made whole. Let inward love guide every deed. By this we were and are free.
Oh, good morning again, all faiths. It's good to see you this morning, and welcome again to our visitors, and to all of the visitors and friends who may not have raised their hands. Welcome to you too, and everyone watching us live streaming right now. Welcome. Well, today we are celebrating Beltane, as you heard, which is why I have my flowers and my flowery shirt, and I know Vanessa has on her beautiful flowery dress. We had planned to run around the maypole, put flowers in our hair, and do all those kind of things, which is what used to happen many, many, many years ago, not for the reasons that we think of. So we're going to turn back the pages of time and take a look where all of this maypole dancing, flowers in the hair, flowery clothes, where they originated and why we still continue to practice some of those same rituals even today. So if you look back and look back and look back, we're going to go all the way to the Iron Age. What might that be? Well, obviously it has to do with a whole lot of metal. So we're going to talk a little bit about the metal because that was the age, and then we'll just move forward. Okay, so as I said, we will be traveling back. We're going to travel back to times of great myths, magic, mystery, and celebration. The Iron Age, 1200 to 550 BCE. BCE, before the Christian era. Yes, the last or final epoch of the three historical metal ages. And during that time, as it is with all people, it's only a matter of time before the wonderment of the universe and life itself becomes important enough to imagine. Imagine. Imagine is our theme for this month. So this is the first Sunday where we will be exploring imagination, the practice of imagination. So we're going to take a little journey today as you use your imagination and go with me on a guided meditation. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but I do write poetry, so it just kind of comes out sometime. But anyway, imagination. What is this thing we call imagination? Well, first I would like to say it's a wonderful, magnificent thing. We can imagine all kinds of stuff. We can imagine that we're flying. We can imagine that we're on the other side of the world. We can imagine that we, a woman, one of us, is the president of these United States. I mean, we can imagine. Yes, imagine with me, if you will, that you are in a great, mighty spirit of joy and anticipation. It's finally getting warm outside. Take people who live in the north. The flowers are blooming. The birds are singing, and everyone is preparing for a Beltane festival. Remember the Iron Age. The showers of early spring have given way to rich and fertile earth, and as the land begins to green, well, there are few celebrations as representative of fertility as Beltane. Yeah, I'm going to slide some fertility stuff in there. I'm not going to talk about what's going on with the government. We're going to leave that alone because we're going back to the Iron Ages. So Beltane, some people pronounce it Beltane, one of many religious Celtic festivals practiced by the ancient Celts at certain and natural sites like springs, river sources, and groves. that they would hold sacred. These places, as well as urban sites, often had purpose-built temples and shrines and sanctuaries for these festivals. Beltane was one of such outdoor festivals. It has been resurrected in this, well, I was going to say in this, the 20th century. Oh, that would have been last century. So, in the 20th century, it was resurrected. It is a time to welcome the summer festivals, typically beginning the evening before or on the last night of April, close to May 1st. It's a time to welcome the abundance of the fertile earth, and a day that has a long and sometimes scandalous history. Yes, scandalous, what can that mean? They would be enacting rituals of fertility, and of course, that can become scandalous indeed. After all, it's a fire festival. Fire, we feel that heat. And it's in full swing on May 1st with bonfires, maypoles, dancing, and lots of good old-fashioned sexual energy. This was the Iron Age. The heavy judgments of Christianity, Judaism, Islam hadn't occurred yet. So running around and doing all kinds of rituals and things of that nature was not looked upon as a bad thing. The Celts honored the fertility of the goddess and gods with gifts and offerings, sometimes including animal or even human sacrifices. Don't be scared. Cattle were driven through the smoke of the bale fires, and blessed with health and fertility for the coming year. So they would set a bonfire here and a bonfire there, get all of their animals to go between there and be blessed with fertility, all of the smoke and ash. This was their beliefs. But the Romans came along, and they also were known for celebrating holidays in a big way. They would spend the first day of May paying tribute to the gods of their household. They celebrated the Floralia, a festival of flowers, which consisted of 3 days of unbridled sexual activity. Participants wore flowers in their hair, much like May Day, and there were plays and songs and dances. And at the end of the festivities, animals were set loose inside the Circus Maximus, and beans were then scattered around to ensure fertility. The heat and fertility festivals of yesterday. There was also another fire festival, Bona Dia, was also celebrated on May 2nd. Now this celebration held at Bona Dia's temple was a festival of women, mostly common women, who served as priestesses and sacrificed a sow, which is a female pig, in the fertility goddess' honor. There was much sacrificing. And yes, it comes as no surprise that by the evening, these festival goers, the couples would get together and they would also pair off and practice fertility rites right out there in the woods. I know it sounds, but this is what's going on. Remember, what in the world is going on? These are the questions that people would have, wondering, what is this big bright light in the sky, the sun? How does it happen all the time at this particular year? Why does the moon show this? All of the questions. And when you don't know the answers to things and you're wondering, and you think about religion and spirituality, you use your imagination greatly. They put together and pulled forth from within themselves an understanding on how to recognize these changes that they observed in nature. They had to be close to it, otherwise they would cease to exist. It wasn't like you could just go to the store like we do now. So, these fertility rites and rituals were practiced regularly. Also, a little tidbit here, it is believed that by many neo-pagans, that would be the 20th, 21st century, that June weddings are a result of nights of Beltane revelry. Then couples lit their own fires. But then again, the Romans, they had something to say about that also. June, as we know it today, owes its name to Juno, the Roman goddess associated with love, marriage, and childbirth, also known as fertility, once again. The belief that marrying in June would invoke the blessings of Juno was deeply ingrained in Roman culture. It was thought that couples who married this month in June would be restored with prosperity, happiness, and fertility throughout their marriage. Unfortunately, as I said a little earlier, if you were listening, with the advent of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, goddess religion and spirituality took a back seat. And after the burning times, you know those times when if you knew how to go out, maybe you pick a couple of things out of the garden or in the forest and come back and heal somebody with it, you must have been a witch. Because again, they did not know or understand. So it was a horrible time of burning the witches. Now Christianity and stuff is coming. All of these things are starting to merge. And as this is merging, we know what became dominant. We know it because we stand in what we used to call a church. Now we call a congregation. We congregate at the congregation. Okay, so yes, they went underground. But this morning, I invite you into the practice of imagination, which is, again, is our theme. And we're going to do this in honor of Beltane, Floralia, and Bonadia. Join me as we journey together through imagination and celebrate these pagan festivals. We're going to do this today, and we're just going to go through a brief meditation, but you must use your imagination fully. In neo-pagan meditation of fertility and creation. So imagine with me, before I get started with the meditation, we all prepared for this. We knew it was coming. We agreed that we would dress for the occasion in our floral print outfits, right, Vanessa? Yeah. Women and girls will have flowers in their hair. There are men that are dressed in the infamous Green Man, which I have all of these little statue faces on my lanai. My partner loves the Green Man, so she keeps buying them. And so now we have several just hanging around outside. Also, boho fashion. I don't know who tagged it that, Bohemia or something, but anyway, boho fashion is reigning supreme. Imagine we're all in here, we got on our boho stuff. Some of us have our flowers, all of us have our dress, we have some people dressed up at it's a Renaissance fair. So we agreed. So it is the day of the ritual. We move out back to our little deck, and we smell a slight scent of incense in the air. We notice our little ones singing and laughing as they go around the maypole. And some people are sitting with drums or rattles and other percussion instruments nearby. We hear chanting and drumming and dancing as we settle down. And we are invited to participate in a creation-guided meditation to celebrate Beltane. So with all of this various singing, which is also very important, they would sing and chant for hours and just lifting what we would call the energy. In the pagan world, it's called lifting not just the energy, but a cone of energy. You want to make it go up, up, up. So they're chanting. They're bringing about this cone of energy. Think of it like this. Here's me trying to sing. You don't have to turn me off. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Gotta remember the song now. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. Now, the power of now is here now. The power of you and me, power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. So we're singing and chanting because we know we are about to create magic right here on earth. We know that the waters of heaven will wash away every tear. We know that the fires from deep within the earth and the fires that sprue out will also wash away any fears we have. And we know that the wind is going to blow wonderful, beautiful blessings upon us, and that we lay in the earth where all of our medicine comes from, we will find healing. And as we chant and remember the earth, the air, the water, and the fire, we are preparing ourselves. And as we slow down and calm down and sit ourselves in a big circle, the circle leader begins. Beltane, sometimes called May Day, occurs on April 30th or May 1st in the Northern Hemisphere and October 31st or November 1st in the Southern. Traditions may vary, but it is often associated with spring, flowers, and fertility. In this meditation, there will be questions introduced to help deepen the meditative experience while exploring areas in your life you're creating and to focus on a specific act of creation in your life. That is our intention for the meditation. I invite you now to sit comfortable. Position yourself where you're comfortable. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. In and out, very gently. Go ahead and feel your body. Is there places you are holding tension? Are there? Imagine you are outside. Let yourself feel the warmth of the sun. And begin at your feet as you see and feel the sun's light touch your toes. Let them soften and relax. As the light moves up your body to your feet and then your legs, feel them soften, releasing any tension they were holding. The sunlight touches your knees, then your thighs. Feel the sunlight reaching your chest and your shoulders, traveling down your arms and into your hands. Feel as your neck and jaws soften, and finally your face and your entire head. As you rest, bathed in the sun's light, let its warmth fill you and give you energy. Just breathe. Each breath absorbs the light and stores it. Breathing in and out gently. And when you're ready, bring your awareness to the center of your chest. And with each breath, allow your awareness to shift as it brings you into the shade of an apple tree. You can hear the sound of honeybees and feel grass between your toes. Your body is still full of the energy from the sun. And when you look around, you notice a narrow path leading away from the apple tree and towards a looming mountain. You move down the path curiously but fearlessly, releasing energy that has been pent up all winter. You feel the wind on your skin as you walk. What does the earth feel like under your feet as you move? Can you hear sounds? What do the plants smell like as you brush up against them? As you continue walking, you feel the wind picking up, growing stronger and stronger at your back. And soon it is lifting you up and carrying you towards the mountain. You feel free and light. Soon it is lifting you up higher, and the wind carries you past over fruit trees, each bearing colorful flowers and teeming with pollinators, bees, and birds of every variety. And as you travel along the air current, you take a moment to reflect on the areas in your life where you are a creator. That special area where you are creative. Continue breathing in and out ever so gently. And when you're ready, let the wind set you down. Look around at your surroundings. Where have you landed? Are they plants or animals? Is it new or somewhere you have been before? What does the air taste like? You look around and spot a hidden nest with an egg in it. What color is it? What size is it? Take a moment to reflect on what you would like to cultivate in your life. What would you like to bring into the world? When you're ready, send that intention into the egg. Warm it with the light from your inner fire and the light from the sun. Gently lay your hands upon the egg, and with each out breath, send your intentions into it. Breathing in and out, sending your intentions. And suddenly there's movement beneath your hands. The egg is shaking, and cracks are forming along its surface. As it hatches, what do you see emerge? Breathing in gently. When you're ready, let it fully emerge, full with the energy you have given it as it enters the world, a new creation, a new life. Your intention. It is time to return to you and turn and look at the mountain. So turn, look at that mountain. You're much closer now. There's a path leading towards it. Follow it. And with each step you take along, allow your awareness to shift back. And with each breath, come back a little more. And now open your eyes. Say your name out loud. And hug yourself. Gently move side to side as you help yourself return to normal awareness. Now please sit quietly with your eyes open and reflect on the experience you had. Welcome back. I hope you didn't fall off to sleep. In closing, through hundreds of years, May 1st was celebrated by the ancient Celts as the Feast of Beltane, the renewal of Earth's reproductive energy in springtime. Revelers danced around trees or maypoles that represented the phallic energy of the season. You know what the maypole stood for now. And everywhere, lovers enjoyed dalliances to encourage and participate in the earth's renewal. With the coming of Christianity, the old festivals were discouraged, especially in light of its highly sexual content. And in its place, the church offered a chaste processional to honor the Virgin Mother of God, with girls singing, "O Mary, we crown thee with blossoms today, Queen of the angels, Queen of May." But the ancient symbolism held fast, though hidden. The virgin was crowned with wreaths of flowers, the sexual organs of plants. Thus, even when the outer meaning changed, the inner meaning of the season remained, a celebration of nature's fertility and fecundity. I close with this prayer. O gracious goddess of abundance and fertility, we joyously celebrate the sacred union which brings forth the beauty of the land. May your union inspire the spark of creativity with us. Grant us strength and wisdom as the wheel of time continues to turn. So mote it be. Amen and Ashe. Listen to how quiet you all are. That's the meditation.
I invite you to please sing along this reflective interlude, 1069, Ancient Mother. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears. Another. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears.
I have a joke for you, because laughter makes us more generous. So I'm going to the market for a new organic fertilizer made from 100% male manure. It will be sold as cock-a-doodle doo-doo. We appreciate your generous donations, which support our dedicated staff, beautiful facilities, inspiring service, interesting activities, and social justice outreach at All Face. We invite our visitors to place their completed visitor card. If you didn't get one, you let me know. I'll find one. In the offertory basket. Live streamers, please mail checks or visit our website, allfaceuu.org. Our offering will now be taken and gratefully received.
My shackled feet, they long to be free from this modern road. The ancient moors and the granite shores, they are calling me home. Sometimes I think the city is much to bear. I hear a calling in my soul. The mother's waterways will take me where life has begun, under a Beltane sun. Cuckoo calls and the seed falls as the children play. Skylark sings to the swift on the wing in the bright clear day. Sometimes this city is too much to bear. I hear a calling in my soul. The mother's waterways will take me where life has begun, under a Beltane sun. Salmon swims and the diamond stream sings with the blackbird's song. Voice in the breeze, well, it whispers, please won't you sing along. Sometimes this city is too much to bear. I hear a calling in my soul. The mother's waterways will take me where life has begun, under a Beltane sun, under a Beltane sun, under a Beltane sun.
Thank you, Carlos. Under a Beltane sun. Okay, so you had a little meditation. We talked about creating things. We talked about Beltane. We went back to the Iron Age, pre-Christianity, pre-Judaism, and Islam. Found out that people worshipped many gods, many goddesses. We also venerated, am I saying that right? Our ancestors. We love them and always remember to look to them. Another rite and other rituals from yesterday that have gotten away from us. But it's because of them that we are here. So let us always remember there's nothing wrong with going back, learning and growing what our ancestors did and how they practiced and what brought them great joy. I hope today you learned a little something about it. Now, Unitarian Universalists also have something that is called CUPS, C-U-U-P, apostrophe S, CUPS, Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans. If we had a group called CUPS here that was active, we would have had a full-on Beltane celebration today. I do look forward to the day when we will have one. As a matter of fact, if anyone is interested in establishing a CUPS group here, I invite you to step right up here after service and talk to myself, and maybe we can have a little meeting going forward and see what we can do about that. There's been several people who have come and mentioned it to me. Now is your time to get serious. No more talk. We want to move into action. So you're welcome to come. We're going to talk about it and see what we can do. Closing words for today. These back on. May you know fully and deeply the blessings of each of your heart's seasons, the inward turning of winter, springtime's lush renewal, the effortless steady growth of summer, and autumn's rich harvest. May you passage from season to season, may they be blessed. May they be eased by the hands to hold and by the light of love to help guide you on. Be blessed always and forever. Amen and Ashe.
And please join in our postlude by singing The Fire of Commitment, number 1028, 1028. Please rise in body or soul as we sing The Fire of Commitment. From the light of days remembered burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith and free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and souls ablaze, when our hunger and our passion means to call us on this way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion mean to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful visions comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built in our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and souls ablaze, when our hunger and our passion mean to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
We thank our minister, Alberita Johnson, for her empowering message today. For our director of music, Carlos Garcia, of music. And for all others who contributed to our service today. I ask Pam to come forward to extinguish the chalice. Let us recite the words in our order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world. Please join us for birthday cake, coffee, and cookies in our social hall. Thank you.
Let 'em eat cake.